Welcome everybody. Today we're talking about the new pants we got as a monk. Now, what does these pants do? Well, they will summon a spirit ally, a mystic ally, that rushes forward and then it just starts attacking for enemies. It lasts for 4 seconds. Now, this is not good on open world, this is not good on PvP, but usually if we are in a dungeon, we most often use Mystic Strike with Feline Defiance just to get 30% attack speed. And if we use this one, we don't really gain any damage out of that. And the cooldown is also 12 seconds, while this lasts about 9 seconds with V2s, because usually we are using V2s to get that another 30% attack speed. So that's 60% attack speed with about 9 seconds duration. So we can't even have it on all the time. But now, if we are using these bands inside dungeons, we get a pretty good damage out of it, and we also get attack speed from Feline Defiance. And what is the best part is the cooldown is 9 seconds now, so we can basically have this on every single time, or all the time if we so choose to. So I just have some generic build here, and I will show you how much more damage we are going to actually get from out of this. So we just start off with summoning everything. We usually I like to use 2 of these. You can also use 3 charges, but I like to have 1 charge just in case if I mess up something, and then I can just fix it with that and have the attack speed buff all the time. If you use 3, you can still have the attack speed buff all the time, but if you mess up, then you obviously don't, and you might lose some damage. So basically, we just pop these, we use 2 of these, then we summon those, and we just then wait. Just before it goes out, we just use 1 more, so we can have the attack speed buff all the time, and we also buff them with the Empathy's Blessing. So now we have the attack speed buff up all the time, and if we wait for the 30-second mark, and we shut this down and we check this out. Well, it is actually doing more damage than the Mystic Allies. So this is pure damage increase to every dungeon build. So these bands are really good inside dungeons. Although, again, these are really not good in PvP. Although there might be some builds that can use these, but again, I will probably use something like Branding Pound on Traveling Skull for the dash and for the CC. While these does have pretty good damage, it's just damage, so maybe there is something. On open world farming, yeah, there is barely even kill 1 pack, so it's not really that great, but they do have an insane amounts of single target DPS. And that's why they are really good inside dungeons, because you will kill the bosses a lot faster with this. And I will be making build for this for sure, because, well, I'm pretty sure every dungeon build will be using these in the future, just because we are anyways using Mystic Strike for the 30% attack speed. But there is a slight chance that the Mystic Allies duration bands are a bit better, but we will be testing out that on a dungeon build, so if you want to check that out, just subscribe and wait for it to come out. Hopefully this was helpful, and I will catch you on the next one.